You know that feeling, right? You walk into a clinic, you grab a paper ticket, and you just settle in for a long, totally unpredictable wait. We've all been there. But what if we could just get rid of that? What if technology could give us our time back and make the whole experience, a little calmer, a little more human? Well, today we're going to look at a system designed to do exactly that. Let's dive in. Oh, this picture. It's just so familiar, isn't it? A room packed with people, everyone kind of watching the clock. You can almost feel the anxiety building. And look, this isn't just a minor hassle. That stress actually affects how we feel and adds this whole layer of dread to just getting medical care. It's a system that is seriously overdue for a big upgrade. So, why is it so stressful? It's a fantastic question. And honestly, it all boils down to the uncertainty. It's the not knowing. Am I next? Do I have 10 minutes? An hour? That complete lack of control is really the heart of the problem we're going to tackle. Okay, so let's really break down what makes this whole physical line thing so broken. Because it's not just about being bored, right? The system itself is packed with all these fundamental problems that affect not only us, the patients, but the staff who are just trying to do their jobs. So let's get into it. You've got the long waits, obviously, but the real kicker is the complete lack of transparency. You have no idea where you are in the line. And that uncertainty, that's what creates all the anxiety. It leads to crowded waiting rooms, and on the other side of the counter, the staff is trying to track everyone manually, which is just inefficient and a recipe for mistakes. All right, enough complaining about the problem. Let's talk about the fix. And this is where things get really interesting, where we shift from that physical mess to a smart, digital, and frankly, much more civilized approach. And while this says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old way, all that stress and confusion. And on the right, calm, control. The entire waiting room experience is now right there in a clear, simple update, in the palm of your hand. It's a total shift from chaos to clarity. So what is the magic behind this transformation? It's a system called Nextin, and you can think of it as the digital brain that takes that whole messy queuing process and turns it into something intelligent, smooth, and incredibly efficient. And these three words are absolutely key. It's intelligent, so it can adapt. It's scalable, which means it works for a tiny local clinic just as well as it does for a massive hospital. And maybe most important of all, it's reliable. Because when it comes to healthcare, a system like this just has to work, period. So what does this actually feel like when you're the patient? Let's walk through the features and see how this thing builds a completely different and way better experience from the second you check in. First things first, no more paper tickets, no more clipboards. The second you're registered in the system, bam, you're automatically assigned a digital token. The whole process is hands-off. And that one simple step gets rid of so many headaches. There's no chance for human error, no lost tickets, no confusion about who was here first. It's just a clean, efficient, and instant start to your visit. Now, this right here, this is the absolute game changer for patients. That digital token is your key to a live dashboard, which gives you total transparency and puts you back in the driver's seat. And this is what gets rid of that anxiety we were talking about. You can literally see your spot in line and get a live estimate of your wait time. All of a sudden, you're free. You can go grab a coffee, wait in your car. You know exactly when you need to be back. The control is yours again. Okay, so how does it stay so perfectly up to the second? Well, it uses a technology called WebSockets. The best way to think about it is like having an open, direct phone line between the clinic system and your phone. The moment anything changes, say an appointment ends early, that update is instantly pushed to you. No more mashing the refresh button and just hoping. So that amazing patient experience is fantastic, but you know it has to be powered by some seriously powerful tech, right? So let's pop the hood for a second and see what kind of engine is making all of this run so smoothly. This table just breaks it down perfectly. You've got Spring Boot, which is basically the brain of the whole operation, handling all the logic. Then there's MongoDB, which acts like the system's long-term memory, storing all the data. And Apache Kafka. Think of it as a super fast, guaranteed delivery messaging service, making sure every single update gets exactly where it needs to go instantly. Now, for a system like this to feel real-time, it has to be fast, like faster than you can blink fast. We're talking sub-millisecond speeds. Any delay you could actually notice would completely shatter that feeling of control and make you lose trust in the system. So how do they get that incredible speed? One of the key players is Redis. If MongoDB is the long-term memory, you can think of Redis as the super-fast, short-term memory. It keeps all the active queue data right on deck, ready for immediate access. This is what guarantees that what you're seeing on your screen is always the absolute latest information. And of course, especially in healthcare, speed means nothing without rock-solid security. The whole system uses something called JWT authentication. The easiest way to think of it is like a digital bouncer or a secret key. It makes sure you are who you say you are, so that only the right patients and staff can ever get access to sensitive info. Okay, so we've got a great user experience and some really powerful tech. Let's zoom out and look at the big picture. Why does a system like Nextin actually matter for the future of healthcare? Well, the real impact is that it's a win-win-win. For patients, it means less stress and more control. For staff, it means way more efficiency and fewer headaches so they can focus on, patient care. And for the hospital or clinic, it just means everything runs smoother, better flow, less crowding, and a truly modern patient-first reputation. Because when you get right down to it, this is about so much more than just waiting in line. A system like this is a building block, a foundation for what a modern healthcare system can be. It's the kind of technology that paves the way for a more connected, efficient, and truly patient-focused future. And that really leaves us with one last big question to think about. We've just seen how to solve the waiting room. But what if we applied this same kind of thinking, this blend of smart technology and deep empathy for the user, to every other frustrating part of our healthcare journey? Just imagine what that future could look like.